Coldplay here now. How was it?
Good.
Good.
I was really nervous for you again, was it?
Yeah, we were nervous for us as well.
Yeah, I thought you might be.
Scary amount of people.
Yeah? And
Yeah.
did they sing along? Did
They
they know
did,
the
actually.
words?
Did
and
they?
all
I
that?
didn't hear it, I couldn't hear it.
A few of them. There were a couple down the front.
I had my eyes closed most of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that the largest audience that you've played to?
By
so.
quite some distance, I'd imagine.
Quite some margin.
Okay, so how did you feel just before? How'd you feel after? How are you going to celebrate?
Yeah.
Very good.
No words.
No words at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so what will be next for you? After doing
Gray,
Glastonbury?
oh, right.
No, I mean in your career. You've done Glastonbury, which must be a huge thing.
We're going to book Wembley Stadium for November.
Okay, right. Who would you have
Fingers-
supporting you, right? Coldplay playing, who would support you if you played at Wembley?
Well, the Flaming Lips, but
They wouldn't, so...
No, exactly.
Right.
We'd have to have it the other way around. You're going to watch them today?
If I can, I'm working. I wanted to go and see Coldplay, I wanted to go and see David Gray, but I'm working. Some of us have to,
Rub it in.
constantly. Make me feel worse, why don't you? And you stayed here last night?
No.
Well, you were in the bar,
we were in
right?
the bar.
Reports
Yeah, we
came
stayed-
that Coldplay were doing some
We
serious...
were doing our flipping network,
Right, okay.
handing out business like you have to do.
Okay, and get up to any mischief, or were you pretty well behaved?
Alright.
Yeah.
Did you see any bands last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badder John Boy.
Good?
Plug. We've got to plug him because he's brilliant.
Yeah, really good. Lived up to
It
what
was
you
just
wanted.
amazing because he just completely is himself. And he just does what he wants. So it was just brilliant.
He stops, starts, and then he's out
Yeah, he
there.
really does so.
All right, listen, thank you very much for coming in. It's short
Thank
and
you for
sweet,
having us.
but it
Great.
looked fantastic on TV,
Oh,
so
thanks
well
a lot.
done. We'll go next.
It's the biggest music festival in the world, probably, and the best.
It's the Beatles of festivals.
It was before Rush of Blood to the Head came out.
It was really brave of them. I think they did half the set, roughly, of new stuff that no one had heard. And so people must have been thinking, oh, well, they'll come on and they'll do Don't Panic or something. And it's like, bang, you know. And it wasn't even just people standing there going, It was people going bananas over this stuff they've never heard.
Their public persona at the time was defined maybe by Yellow and by Trouble.
And by Alan McGee's indie bedwetters comment, which seemed to haunt them till they got on stage at Glastonbury, and it was almost like them thumping Alan McGee over the head with a fucking riff. It was just huge.
I remember that it just kind of came and went so quickly. It was just, just such a massive adrenaline buzz.
We wanted to make the stage show great. We got the laser for the first time. At the beginning of Clocks, this thing came out and I was totally gobsmacked. I spent most of that song turned around looking the other way.
So I've never ever seen this. I wish I could go back and enjoy it, you know? I don't have any memory of this except for just trying to get through it. I can't even believe this happened. Can we play something else by someone else?
Oh, look, he's joined us now. That was Idlewild, obviously, and you held the word in your arms. Joined by Coldplay here with us now. We're going to show... Two of Coldplay.
Charles
Well,
and
where are
Eddie
the
are.
other ones?
They're off with, I don't know...
The talented
steps or something.
ones.
They're off.
I think off somewhere. Oh, you've just come off stage. How was it?
It was amazing.
Come on, how was it? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it out there? You said this was the most important night of your lives.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Except for
So did
Johnny's
you mess
bar
it up? Did you mess it up or did you pull it off?
Well, we can't tell, can we, you know?
No, but you must have a gut feeling.
My gut feeling was that I made some mistakes.
Okay, shall we see? We're watching my
just watch
place.
this.
Let's just, and you can cringe.
Watch Johnny, watch Guy does go to an F. When he should be on a...
This is in my place, Coldplay. Sorry to freak you out.
You didn't freak me out, it's just
Well, you were
stop watching
outside
yourself
from
have
it.
sex or something.
And was it
have to
good
leave.
for you?
No, I left, you know. Would you, I mean, you know...
No, I wouldn't, but what did you really think?
What, of that?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, fine. What was your best bit of the gig then tonight?
It was probably when the laser came on because we'd never seen it before.
Never had a laser before.
It's amazing.
A
Save the
laser.
pyrotechnics next year.
The pyrotechnics. Next year we're going to come on stage on a flaming ship.
Really?
Lowered from about 1,000
This will be when
feet.
you're playing the Jazz World tent, though.
Yeah, we're going to...
So you're
gonna go all weird.
downsizing now from now on.
Then we're going to play the kiddies field next year. Just
Puppetry.
simpler versions of our songs.
What was it like then when you walked out there? Because it must have been the biggest crowd that you've played to.
Well, we were just pleased that no one thought we were Rod Stewart.
Are you sure about that, though?
No, I'm not, because everyone kept shouting for handbags and glad rags.
Yeah. I hope you didn't put your foot in it.
I basically did.
yeah.
That's why I got in a bad mood after the 5th song because I thought I'd been a dickhead. Can I say dickhead? Yeah.
Yeah, you have now.
No.
How's the Meltdown?
I shouldn't have mentioned Handbags and Glamorous. We really like that song.
Yeah.
And we like the Stereophonics, but...
Well, they're never going to talk to you again now.
No,
so as long as you know
anyway.
that, he's blown. What was the Meltdown gig like for you?
That was, it was okay. Were you there?
Was it better? No, I had better things to do myself. You went to Haiti as well. Do you want to talk to us about the Haiti?
Yeah, you see I was plugging Fair Trade.
Yeah.
Because it's important not to plug anything rubbish.
Yeah, like the album.
Like the album. Yeah. What? Yeah. I'm sensing a, like, you know.
No, talk to us about Haiti. We've got a film that has your trip to Haiti.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
should we show that and then you can talk about it
Well,
after?
I'll talk to you about it. I'll introduce it. This is when me and Emily Evis went... Do you want to do the link? Or?
No, you're much better than I am.
We went to Haiti because of unfair trade to find out more.
You're good.
I'm not good, I'm just... Excuse me if I deodorize. And I remember, I think I walked into the office and there was something on the desk from Oxfam. And because I'm a knobhead, I said, "Oh, what's that? What's that on the desk?" And it said, "Oh, you know, can Chris come on this trip?" And I think I must have been going through a real ego time. So I thought, yeah, I can save the world. Silly boy.
I think they sort of wanted to take me this year because I think I'm right in saying that they wanted someone who was sort of younger, and I think, you know, the sort of relationship between me and my dad is like, it's sort of, I mean, we're very close, but I'm getting more and more involved in the festival and stuff.
I've organised this trip out to Haiti with Chris and Emily so that they can see for themselves what it is we're campaigning for when we want to change the world trade rules. They'll be seeing coffee farmers who, if it hadn't been for fair trade projects supported by Oxfam, would certainly not still be farming coffee.
It's good for me to see it because if I am the future of Glastonbury, then I will see directly where the money's going and what a difference we are making. I mean, it may be such a small difference, but at least we're making some sort of difference.
I'm so nervous. I mean, this sort of stuff's for Bono, not for me. Because this is all to do with the coffee project that Oxfam are helping with, we're having a look at how they work. And how they work is that they've created these nurseries where they get good plants and then they can give them out to each farmer in the cooperative. And then when the time comes to sell, it's all sold on the fair trade market around here. And how old is this?
4 months. 2 years later, you'll be able to start picking coffee from it.
Oh, great. The difference between when these guys sell it to a fair trade company like Cafe Direct or to, as opposed to when they sell it to a fat boy company like Nestle or something, is that the grower will get about $71 more per £100 of coffee, which is the difference between a profit and a loss. Do you know what I mean? So all we have to do as consumers in Britain or wherever is pay about 10 pence more per jar of coffee, you know? And thereby we make unimaginable differences to someone's yearly income.
That could be. Oui. 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 C'est les forts. Oui. Oui. And then les faibles. Oui. Oui.
Ooh, when we're working here, let me tell you, it's hard work.
Bob Marley. It's so different to the way I live, and I live in La La Land, you know, especially because being in a band, you know, I don't even see real life in Britain really. But I don't know, I mean, I'm prepared to risk looking like a twat if it means that, you know, it can publicise these projects a bit, you know. so fuck it. John would never play that.
That was very serious film, can I just
You're on television.
We've had impressions of Limp Bizkit and E17 so far, that's what we were
No,
laughing
we
about.
haven't. We got given these baseball hats.
What age is Emily?
Listen, man,
She's
I think she's
23,
got a
I think.
boyfriend.
So what's going on there?
What, with me and Emily?
She picked you.
She picked me because I'm more good looking than. Well,
He's
I don't know.
17.
Yeah, well, I
Fred
don't know.
Durst.
No, that's because he can't get. Where's this going?
Nellie's
I don't know why she
performance
picked
was
me.
good earlier.
Nelly?
Yeah.
The rapper.
No,
The elephant.
he wasn't saying. So what are your plans now? Where are you going after this?
We're going to drink drinks with Nelly the elephant and the rapper Nelly.
Okay, well you enjoy yourself.
I'm sorry. we've had to work so hard tonight and now we've ruined it all by...
Is it an anticlimax? Do you feel a bit let down after
No, it's
doing
great
the
with you
performance?
guys and, you know, it's TV.
Life doesn't
heaven.
get much better, really.
Oh, this is the anti-climax.
No. Just, you know, dig me out of this terrible hole.
He's saying nothing. He's just leaving you, going further and further.
Well, anyway, I did enjoy it. I hope it was good
No,
for
it's,
you. And
to be
thanks
honest, it was the
Dr.
most amazing. It's the thing we've been building up for months and months, and it's informed everything we've been doing, and it's the most important thing we've ever done. But we don't want to go on about that. Blah blah blah.
Cool. Thank you very much indeed.
Don't analyse things.
That's it from us for tonight. We're back tomorrow.
Get
Jules
your
is
arm
back
off
in the
me.
afternoon, and we'll be back here tomorrow night.
Jules
See
is
ya.
going to be in as well.
Yeah,
Oh, you said that?
yeah.
Oh, right.
With New Model Army.
Midday, 12, 1999, you played here, right? First time here. How was that? How did you feel?
As terrified as we feel now.
The same feeling?
The same feeling.
Doesn't change?
Doesn't change. We were just as excited and just as, well, you can see it in our faces.
Well, this has always been much bigger than just, much more than just about the bands. There's so much more going on here. It's just the best atmosphere and the best place to play.
Because it's the greatest event that ever lived. Better than the Battle of Hastings, better than, you know, name anything. Better than the moon landing.
Story of Coldplay and Glastonbury.
Believe it or not, it's been 6 years since Coldplay asserted themselves as one of the all-time classic Glastonbury bands. Back in June 2005, they were probably the biggest band out on the road, and this performance sealed their place in Glastonbury history. But the band's own history with the festival runs much deeper than this. Tonight's show will be a far cry from their debut Glastonbury set in '99 at the New Band's tent.
They were playing in that blue tent over there, and they did 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it was, on Saturday. And the description of the programme was something like a local band from Devon who hand out curly whirlies on stage.
The first time we played there, we actually got dropped off at the wrong side of the festival. We had like a little sort of, it's like a transit van with all our equipment in it, and we actually had about 5 minutes to get on the stage. So what we had to do was traverse the entire festival crowd, lugging our amps and stuff.
Despite this slightly muddy baptism, they were invited back the following year to play the other stage.
I don't know if any of you ever heard of us, but we're called Coldplay. And it's great that you come to see us now, you know, before we go like Bon Jovi massive, you know. And this is called Don't Panic. Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for.
As it happened, within months they'd started down the path to Bon Jovi status with a #1 album. But they hadn't got too big to step in to help out the Evises when they found themselves short of some entertainment for their annual village fete.
I was absolutely desperate and walking up and down the kitchen and said, what am I going to do? And she said, phone Chris. I said, I can't do that.
The phone rings and I picked it up and he goes, hello Chris, it's Michael.
I said, I really hate to do this, Chris, but I said, we're in a real spot for Friday night.
Worst case scenario.
He said, what, this Friday? I said, yeah, this Friday.
He was so grateful that we'd just come through at the last minute that in a moment of madness he offered us the headlining slot for the next year.
Well, everyone needs a leg up on the way to superstardom, don't they? But the band wouldn't be the only ones benefiting from the charitable ethos of Glastonbury's organisers. In 2002, Chris Martin travelled to Haiti with Emily Evis in support of Oxfam, cementing their shared passion for good causes.
It's very hard to find an advertisement for beer, anything like that, but you do see WaterAid everywhere and Greenpeace and Oxfam. So to me it's perfect. The symbol of everything good, in my mind.
But it was soon back to the business of stadium-filling anthems for their second headline slot in 2005. As the shimmering sounds of Fix You fizzed out across Worthy Farm, even the band's detractors would have been hard-pressed not to be seduced by the mood. The intervening years have brought global success, huge world tours, and with 2008's Viva La Vida, even a new look for Coldplay. And now, in 2011, with a staggering 50 million records sold, 7 Grammys on the mantelpiece, and a brand new album on the way, it'll be a welcome homecoming for the boys as they complete their hat-trick of headline slots under the Somerset stars.
Perish thought. Anyway, look who we've been joined by, the headliners on the Pyramid stage, none other than these two.
Well, right. Chris, how you doing?
What's your name again?
How was it for you? Hey, how was it? It looked amazing. We were enjoying the music. We were enjoying it, but the lights back here at the end, you know, it was fantastic.
It's fun. We'll never get to see that. That's the thing. It's the
You'll
irony.
Get to see it in a a
Well,
except he doesn't want to.
No, you're going to do it out.
He's not ready to see it yet.
We'll be off.
How are you feeling?
Overwhelmed, I think.
Really?
I think when we play here, it's like all the nonsense just fades away for an hour and a half, and it's fun.
Yeah, was it?
You looked like you didn't want to leave the stage at the end. It looked like a real moment. You really did.
Yeah.
But I mean, the show of the lights and using the pyramid at the end was kind of inspired. Who dreamt that up?
Well, we have a very stoned studio assistant whose name I won't mention in case he wants to get work, but he came in one day and goes, hey, I found this incredible projection onto buildings thing.
Yeah.
So I've lost my voice, and we said, oh, we'll have that.
Yeah.
And I forget who we got it from, but we...
It's pretty great, though.
So have you seen it? Have you actually seen it in action?
Never live, no, because they did a test on Thursday night, I think, late on Thursday night, because obviously it works much better when it's dark, so... But no, never in real life.
Did it work? Did they show you
it worked
on a
okay?
computer or anything?
Well,
you don't
it's
get
only
it
on
the
computer.
kind of a rendering, but it's never the same, is it?
Did it really work?
Oh, it really worked.
It looked brilliant.
And thank you very much for putting some on the back for us on this side.
That's $15.99 well spent.
Got the benefit of that.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing really well. We've had a really good day today. You got the weather as well, which helped. I mean, it's been a beautiful day.
Did you keep checking the weather like all week, just checking that it was going to be sunny?
I asked Bono to have a word with God.
And he kindly switched it round, so they got the rain.
They were amazing, though.
You enjoyed them last night?
Oh, it's great. Well, both Will and I were here. I was right at the back of the field because, you know, they're my equal favourite band, so I wanted to watch them like I was a kid again.
Did you feel pressure having seen that? I mean, because there's such a reputation in this tie of Coldplay and Glastonbury, and in a way, you feel you're kind of coming back into the fold, but I mean...
You can't really try and compete with you two, so we don't.
But you were, weren't you?
We don't try.
You so were.
No. And then Beyonce will be. I mean, we're just happy to be here. We're
But
happy
you
to
have
have made
Beyonce
it.
watching you, kind of down there watching. That must be quite
amazing.
funny.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful place.
We feel very. I feel pretty lucky.
Do you feel like it's job done now?
Well, no, we're gonna. I don't know.
We've got a long way to go.
Well, you were just saying there before, though, Will. You know, you kind of when the band was starting out, and you look at Glastonbury on the telly and think, "Oh, hopefully one day." And when you played kind of low down the bill, and the first time you come, did you think we'd made it? That's first on the bill, yeah. Did you think, "Great, we've done it,"
did.
and that was as far as you thought it would go?
You know.
We thought a travel lodge was like
yeah. If you can go away and stay over and not have to drive back, that's a result, isn't it?
No, every time we've come, we can't really believe our luck, you know. Like I was saying, I used to watch you when I was a little bit younger on the telly, thinking, goodness, what an extraordinary
I've been
place.
sacked off this twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, did your beard win it back for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Looks beautiful.
It's come in disguise. This is it. They didn't realise it was Mark Radcliffe that had come into them.
In 1997.
It was Father Christmas.
Sorry, Joe, go on.
No, it's fine. Finished.
In 1997,
Anyway, what were you saying?
my mum got me some braces because I had wonky teeth, and I was on the train coming back from Exeter to London, and the Radiohead crowd just got on.
Right.
So I hid on the train for 2.5 hours. Because I was 19, I had these massive train tracks, and I was like, it didn't seem like we'd ever get to headline Glastonbury at that point.
Oh no, man. It was great. So how's things? Where are you up to? What's the next things you go? Is this show rolling on for a while?
We've got a few more festivals to do around Europe, some great places, and then we've got to try and finish our record. Which is obviously the big summer project.
It's hard to know when you finished a jazz record.
Yeah, right.
Because you can just go on.
Is it a rolling concept?
I mean, 85 minutes. It's about 85 minutes.
We've got it to 85 minutes.
Yeah, we're chopping it down.
So do you feel an enormous sense of relief now?
I feel happy.
Is that, hang on, is that beer down there?
It's beer with ginger in it and no.
Okay, because I've never seen you drink in my life, and I thought maybe you were celebrating behind
I'm
there.
on acid.
It's a space out kind of look.
It was a triumph, though, sir. I genuinely think so.
Really?
Also, I've noticed then that you've started hitting the drums a heck of a lot harder than you used to, Will Champion.
Well, I think
you lent me your drums once. You said you can use them if you want. They're not mine.
How's your band going?
Oh, no.
I still don't own any drums.
He's the only drummer who doesn't own a set of drums. He said to me when they did a session at Maida Vale, I said, can I have a go on your drums? He says, they're not mine, they just turn up on stage each night. I'm the only drummer I know with no drums. I said, well, what do you do for practice? He said, well, and Will Champion said to me, well, 200 gigs a year, frankly, how hard can it be? But, I mean, you are really playing like a deep...
Right, this is your cue to leave now, because we are going to
You don't want to see it yet, you're not ready to look at it.
To everybody who watched it.
Yeah.
It really means a lot to us, that one.
Yeah,
this must have been the most important gig that you've ever done.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Great.
Glastonbury is the closest thing we have to a home.
Yeah.
And it only appears 3 days a year, so
yeah,
we're homeless for the rest of it.
It was a triumph, guys. It really was.
Oh, thanks very much.
It was a real result, definitely. Yeah.
I'm going to go and be
sick. Are you going to celebrate?
He's not ready to see or hear it. Are you watching it?
Yeah, Will wants to see it. Right, this is Coldplay, and this is Every Teardrop. You can see the pulsating pyramid.
This is our 4th time headlining Glastonbury. We're incredibly grateful for this. I'm not sure they'll keep having us back.
No.
But I think...
they have to create a new category or a new
yeah,
day.
We'll play Monday.
Or something like on a petrol station, just on the way. I think that might be a good thing, opening. That would be a good idea, actually, to kind of
Thursday
break up the festival and, have it spread out over the A303. So just have various things.
Play Stonehenge.
Yeah, there you go.
Glastonbury is, I think we've said this before, but it's really like a homecoming concert for us. I think we just love that place so much. It's such a sort of musical mecca that we'll come back until they beg us not to.
Just like they have to stop, they don't do Glastonbury, they have to give the fields a rest. I think they have to make sure that the humans get a rest from Coldplay every so often, and we can't have Coldplay this year. No, we're very lucky to, as Johnny said, it's just an amazing place, and we feel like Emily and Michael, Evis have been so lovely to us and have been, so warm and welcoming, and we do feel like it's, as Johnny said, it's like our hometown really, and yeah, we'll keep coming back as long as they'll have us.
Thanks for giving us the best job in the world. Good night.